Okay. Hello everyone. um, I'm gonna start with some puzzles. Oops. Damn. 37 puzzles. Not bad. Not bad. The past 24 hours, it looks like I am in 4th place. Is that true? Really? Scoreboard. It's called Speedrun, right? What was it called? No, it's called Haste. Yeah, look at me go! 4th place. Wow, that's great. Highest Haste scores. Oh yeah. It's my birthday. No, not really. That was the 30th. Am I in a dark room or something? Why? Is it dark? Am I dark? Can you not see me? Because if that's true, I should probably adjust the video. Yeah, isn't that great? I'm getting better at videography. Oh, hi, dog. Hi, dog. Come here. Come here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, what a good dog. Oh, what a good dog. What a good dog. Look at this dog. It's so good. Mwah. Mwah. I'm having a draft latte. I said to myself immediately after opening it, I wonder why it's called draft latte. I mean, after all, it is really foamy. Oh my god, it's overflowing! Yeah, draft latte, coconut mocha. It's good. It is really good. And I am not new to the coconut thing. Yeah, my dog is magic. She's magically cute. Aren't you? Oh, yeah. Aren't you? Oh, yes, you are. So this is a good start. Can go to this one. And excuse me. Let's see what's going on in the tournament department. Eastern Bullet Arena. You can play some rapid chess. But I think it would behoove me to play some longer time control chess. Perhaps even a classical game. Do people still play that on here? They still have that, right? Should probably make one. Maybe 25 is the minimum for a classical game. This person wants a 45-minute game. Oh.
Ready.
Okay. 10-10. I didn't mean to click this. But I think I'll be a good sport and play along. Reeve, did you disappear? Are you gone? Don't leave me, no. C6 is what you gotta do right away here. Oh, okay. I have 4 screens. There are a few different things to look at there, like taking the pawn, playing queen check before taking the pawn, so as to perhaps defend or somehow lay claim to the d5 square in an important way. They've pinned it. It's an excellent opportunity to use that check. And
Victory.
what? Yeah, that's what I was looking at is queen d5 forks me. Like, I can't take this. Because they play queen here. And yeah, I suppose it is well earned, considering that I was calculating, I think, the very best line. If we just take a look at that, really, let's take this to a study. General improvement seems good. I'm going to generally improve the title of this with a space between the emoji and the rest of the words. Okay, and computer really likes A5, most likely with a plan of putting the knight there. where a5 protects the b4 square from this pawn advancing and kicking such knight away. It's pretty standard plan in these pawn structures, where c5 is open. Knight b d7 is most likely just a different move order in that same plan for Stockfish. To get to a new plan, you have to go to the third move, knight a6. It's weird. I guess the idea being if they take it, you have this nice file, and oops, you might, I guess, Fianchet the bishop in a speedy way there, if that ever becomes a good place for the bishop. Right now, these guys kind of prevent that from being so. I could see this being, you know, some compensation. As also, you know, you've taken away white's only developed piece. There might be the possibility of like moving this up and moving the bishop there so as to prevent castling. Kind of a Benko Gambit idea, and that would jive with the whole open B file, which is also seen in the Benko, and knight a6 is seen in the Benko, and yeah, you get the bishop pair. Yeah, you trade your bad knight for their developed bishop. Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. Because if we look at the alternatives, you know, putting the knight here makes it. Whenever two knights protect one another, they certainly are well protected, but they get in each other's way. It would kind of be like having two bishops of the same color on the board. They would get in each other's way. Another diagonal piece, the pawn, often gets in the way of, like here, for instance, here. It's in the way of this bishop. So bishop e7 is a move that I make pretty naturally. And looks like I'm usually just headed for castling as quickly as possible, like in this line here, and then opening up the center this way. So we'll go all the way down to my move, c6, which is the 5th down the line. It's about half as good as the top move, a5, being that my opponent has twice as much initiative as that move. So I'd say it's about half as good for me. So c6 is what was played. And I'm in good company here. There's still some high quality games, or at least some highly rated games that other people have played. Run out of games when I play this, though. I don't see any immediate tactical problem here. And I didn't see one in the game either. But it's not in the Lichess database. And I can kind of see why, in light of the plans that are available, a novel plan like this becomes a lot less attractive when there's plans that, like I said a few moves ago, were twice as good available. And so you end up not ever seeing these novel lines, and I think that that's why they get called novelties, because I think that being that this is not like an immediate tactical problem in playable, I think that you could call it a novelty. If they take, it's equal. And then knight takes e6. I chose the tactically correct move, it looks like. Computer is having trouble deciding between moving this rook onto the open file or ending the pin. I think they're comparable moves because when you end a pin, you create a number of possible moves. You create like liberties for your piece, to kind of borrow an idea from Go. And when you move a rook onto an open file, you do the same thing. We have to remember that, you know, even though they can't move, you can't move where your own pieces are, you do defend those pieces. So we could make an argument and say that we have 8 possible moves. Maybe take away some of our own pieces. Yeah, we'll take away some of our own pieces. We don't need to be that liberal because we have 8 possible squares here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares here. I can see why the computer is having difficulty distinguishing, determining whether or not it should end the pin or get on the open file.
Check.
Okay, this is a mistake. And I kind of thought that I might have made a mistake in here when I got to the point that this move, knight c3, had this trap. Because like Reeve actually commented, at this point it started to seem to me like maybe my opponent knew what was happening, and that what looked to me like juicy material or attack is actually some kind of trap. Because here, if we do what comes really naturally in this position and take here, big blunder, as bishop d5 or queen d5 both create major problems. I would think queen d5 is very human. It's aggressive. It threatens mate. And it is mate because that square is controlled. And this is just bad. The best thing that black can do is this, and then you're gonna at the very least I think lose a piece. Yeah, lose a piece outright. There's just too many threats going on in this position. I mean, this is we'll just count the threats. Instead of using arrows, we'll just use circles. This is being threatened. This is being threatened. This is being threatened. This is pinned in its own way. Just so it's being threatened and it can't move. I guess you could say it's being threatened and restricted. And that's just from this one piece. And when you add this into the mix, that's being threatened. Lots of problems here. So yeah, I was thinking that maybe they prepared something here. But instead they resigned. White perhaps outthought themselves. Maybe out. Oh. No. No, not Cyrillic. So I can type, I promise. So yeah, white perhaps outthought themselves, didn't see these tactics, that's for sure. You know, I didn't see them initially. Until it was my move. So yeah, bishop e6. You know, while I was calculating, this move kind of popped out as something that I hadn't considered. And I thought, wow, that, you know, really seems to get the job done, but maybe there's something more here. But yeah, bishop e6, that's, you know, guarding d5. Guarding d5. Simple. It doubles our pawn, but it creates the opportunity for this recapture to not be a doubled pawn. So the lines which result from this pawn structure will at least not have this pawn structure, which we're looking at having in some of the other lines. At least I've been calculating that, you know, they might take this knight. Yeah, guarding d5 and f5, simple. That's very tricky, very, very tricky. You know, I'm gonna say, I guess entrapped. Entrapment? Yeah, there we go. Or how about they bought it? Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I was really thinking that this was perhaps prepared. I've seen a lot of different ideas following, I guess, 3 bishop d3 in the Pierce defense. There's some weird ideas here, like, for instance, if I'm actually not thank you. And I think that it's, if, yeah, knight f3, then is that, that's not it. Maybe if it's this one? Oh yeah, okay, c3, d5. There we go. Yeah. And this is really weird situation.
Check.
Isn't this strange?
Check.
And look, this is all book. You can see right here. There's all these book games. 2,600 players. And now, De la Piña Bolena. Wow. Isaias of the Piña Balbuena. I don't know what Peña is, but it's of the. That's a very traditional name. So weird. So weird. Such a strange position. So strange. I guess we can insert this.
Check. Check. Check.
This is so weird.
Check. 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 Check.
Yeah. Black is done. So yeah, that's just one particular example of some strange games that emerge from that 3 bishop d3 line in the Pierce. Yeah, okay, I'll play some more. Play tournaments. Is there anything going on? There's Rapid. I don't need to play Ultra Bullet. I should play something longer. 25-25. There we go.
Ready.
I'm playing in a tournament on Saturday. Yeah, over the board tournament. Yeah, in California, in Concord, California. When White does this early, creating this battery, the Roto-Rooter, when they do it early against the Pierce, they are vulnerable to a knight coming to g4 and attacking the bishop while simultaneously defending h6, which reduces the number of squares this can go to f4 or g5. So it's kind of awkward for White. The structure is major section. It's going to be rounds 1 and 2 is going to be game 60 with a 10-second delay. And it's 7 rounds. So that makes the remaining 5 rounds 40 moves. 100. Yeah, it seems 100 minutes for 40 moves, and then a sudden death of 30 minutes, all with a 10-second delay. So it's lots of rounds. See, now if I play this, it will displace this bishop from this diagonal, and so break up this these cohorts, the queen and bishop. I think it's a 3-day tournament because it's Martin Luther King weekend here in the States. So I guess I'll displace them. Oh, okay. I'll see you later, Reeve. Thanks for the advice about the buy. I think that this is a good move. So that if they attack my knight, moving back here, and they attack again, my knight will have a place to go. A safe square. That's one thing. Going back. And see, they've got this battery so that if I were to play knight b d7 here, then this would be a problem because capturing and then recapturing would leave the d7 knight pinned to my queen because these two pieces are working together and my queen is just alone. So with that in mind, I'm going to end that potential pin or potential discovered attack, or excuse me, potential discovered pin. That's what it is, to be specific. I'm crocheting a very, very, very lightweight doily right now. You can't even see the silk. It's invisible. I'm just kidding, it's a scarf. I don't know how to knit, I only know how to crochet. Okay. Hmm. 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 It's really tempting to take this pawn here. It's, you know, threatening mate after all. But there's a simple refutation actually, and it's just to bring the knight back. And so they just get away with a piece. We don't want that to happen, so let's take it with the queen. Do perhaps a pawn dance in this variation with white perhaps weakening their king side, if I'm lucky. Hey David, what's up? It's so nice to see you. Don't have much of a choice there, so there's not much to think about. Hmm. This is a funky game. It's a very funky game. And you don't want to show your teacher. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. That's a great move.
check, check,
Oh, thank you. I'm not so sure that I have this.
check,
Hey, thank you. David watches ads and then gives me the bits, like Charlie does. Charlie does that too. Isn't it? Wait, isn't that what you do? How is it that you get the bits? You're not allowed to watch ads? How does that figure? Yeah. Yeah, you could set up bots as long as you would have to stay ahead of whatever intelligence is being used to determine that you're not a bot in the first place, which I'm sure there is something, and I'm sure it's developing all the time. Um, I'm going to agree with GP Bear here on that. And also, it reminds me, GP Bear, I have a friend request, right, from you. Um, the Midwest is pretty good. I'm back in California. Hey, Bunkinator. Oh, well, this is kind of hard to resist that one. Sup. How'd you do that? I didn't know there was a sup emoji. I don't see how castling queenside is ballsy when, like, a lot of the lines I've been calculating involve going here, and they've just, created this line of check, which is preventing me from castling, so. And I have a special attack prepared. I'm just threatening stuff. Developing stuff. which is or you know, it really deserves a red arrow because it's aggressive enough to be called a threat. You know, threatening this square here, preventing the knight from getting developed into a place that they want to be. And also, not only is it preventing them from moving here, but it's also preventing them from moving somewhere else because they're guarding this square from me penetrating here and doing stuff. So yeah, the rook on h1 is totally neutralized. What? I didn't know chess was banned in Saudi Arabia. Is this true? Well, doesn't seem to have any references. I don't know what to think about that. We drive, and it's Missouri. It's a kind of sillily named city in that it's called Kansas City, but it's in Missouri. It's on the state line. That's why it's called Kansas City. There was a crackdown on chess. Chess crackdown! I think that's funny. I think blocking this pawn is probably a good idea. And also getting out of the way of this rook so that it can maybe attack along this file. Because this rook is busy attacking this very important square e2. Yeah, I was raised Catholic, and there's some education about iconography in Catholicism. And they've done the same thing before. Yeah, my mother is like 100% Irish. She's so Irish that when I did my DNA, I found out that my grandparents are distant cousins from one another because they are both from the same Great Migration. Um, You think that my endgame techniques are stellar? Are you serious when you say that? Because I've been doing some endgame exercises. And I don't mean the Alex Jones documentary, if you could call it a documentary. He calls it a documentary. It's kind of like when a toddler comes into the next room and calls something a cake or a pudding. Doesn't mean it's cake or pudding that they've made. Yeah, I could see the why the Irish don't necessarily get around much because uh, there's a lot of bigots and bigotry, and um, and I think that that's kind of a chicken egg and egg thing. Um, what came first, the bigots or the bigotry? Um, yeah, the aisle is small and the whiskey is strong. That's a good way of putting. Also, just inbreeding in general is not uncommon amongst human beings. It's a lot more common than people think it is, and it's really it deserves a lot less taboo than it's given. Hibernophobia, is that what it's called?
check,
This
check,
allows me to get rid of this passed pawn here. So what I'm missing something because I've never read The Wicker Man. Um, I don't have to take this immediately because it can't be immediately defended. Um, hmm, I'll do it. Ah. The Wicker Man. Ah, so you're actually talking about the method of torturous death. I wasn't aware that it was called that. Um, yeah, I mean, like they definitely were into bloodlust. I'm headed over here to defend this pawn. I think I missed something. I think perhaps what I was supposed to do is trade here so that the king would be displaced from protection of d2, so that when the time came for me to play rook to e2, they wouldn't be able to interpose with the rook there. I'm curious myself. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was weird for the same reason. I thought it was an unlikely move for that same reasoning.
Check. Let's see if my endgame studies are going to pay off on this. Why, thank you so much, Kenneth B.
Check.
Okay. A5 was my plan, yes. I was wondering about F6 check also, but, okay. I don't think f6 is the move.
Check.
I was looking at playing it to f5, and I'm still not sure. I'm under time pressure. That's ultimately why I picked it, was, yeah, because it was more forcing. If I played f5, they could play a pawn move, and I wasn't certain how those turned out. Yeah, that was another thing, was that there was another check in Stowe.
Check.
Yeah, there's increment. It's 25 seconds.
Time is running out. You lose.
Oops. Nope. I don't want a new opponent. Nope. Nope. I wanted to analyze it. God damn it. They're winning all the way back here. This is my first mistake. And just entering the end game is a mistake.
Check.
Just because of that. Yeah, I was lost, like, right here. Because I can't... If I concede the c5 square, then white will take this d4 square, and then it's inevitable that they'll move to c4 and grab this pawn. Or also this pawn. As if this comes up to defend it, they'll just walk in here and grab it.
Check. Check.
F6.
Check.
I don't think is as good as you guys thought it was. If they take it, yeah, that's the thing, is that they can clear this. They can clear the F file by playing H4, and still not like concede any pass pawn to me or anything. So really, the thing to do here is play knight c7, because this is pinned, so this threat is not real. So yeah, playing knight c7, preparing to defend, this by playing a5. Where is it that I lost my advantage? I think that, yeah, GP Bear, you were just mistaken in like assessing any advantage here. That is when you said like I'm crushing or something like that, and I couldn't really see what you meant, because this threat is not like permanent or anything. Well, I'm kind of confused, GP Bear, because aren't you a pretty strong player? So I'm like not really, or am I mistaken in remembering you that way? Okay, so I'm just mistaken. There. I just marked you as club player in Discord. When do I leave book? What do they play? So the only game that didn't result in a loss for black is when they played Queen C7. Yeah, you could just be a player that, you know, likes to use a club to pummel their opponent into submission.
check,
Oh, you're making me hungry. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry right now. I need food. I need food.
check, check,
This is a pretty cool game.
check, 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 check.
How is Sweden? Your quotes give you away. I don't need to mark you as Swedish. You just need to use quotes all the time. Or as in Sweden, rather. Yeah, you guys are making me, you've made me really hungry. I want a club sandwich now. I wonder what I have. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about the world. um but I know that it's in complete chaos. We're boiling the planet, so yeah, I'm gonna go look and see what's in the fridge. Hold on.
Oh, really? How are you disadvantaged? I don't understand. Oh, because of the quotes. I mean, I can do them too. Well, I don't know where they are on the keyboard. Where are they? Where are they on the Norwegian keyboard? Huh. I can't find them. I do not know what just happened. I need to go flip my burrito over. There's lots of different berries in Scandinavia. See this burrito? This is what happens to snitches. I need a fork. So what else is not like Sweden? Food. Oh boy. You know, you burn 80% of all the energy in your body. I used to say all the sugar in your body, but people have a lot of misinformation in their head here in the States about sugar. You burn 80% of the energy in your brain, the energy you use in your brain. I didn't get lost. It's just that I don't have like a guitar or a ukulele. I need a ukulele. That's what I need, so that I can entertain you for short periods of time. I guess I could have played like some Hyperbullet or something. I said I knew you could hook up the club sandwiches. So, I had a burrito, and I also had some leftovers from a Mexican food place. It's a really good place called Tacolicious. Now they're friends. Do they have Tacolicious there? I don't know if it's even a chain. It just kind of sounds like a chain.
It's a cool place. They make street tacos. As well as, like, some pretty good salads. And they're not like a greasy, like, American... What does the Feels Bad Man look like? Because I don't know. I just see Feels Bad Man. You would not be the first person who has couch surfed here. No, you'd be the highest rated. I've never had a chess player stay over. Yeah, it's just like a CAPTCHA, but it plays you at a 1650 level. Yeah, is it supposed to be an emote? That's what I'm wondering. And I have emotes that I've made for the Discord channel. You can have a lot of emotes on Discord. A lot more than you can have on Twitch. Oh, yeah, that's, how do you get BTTV? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's an extension. And so now, if you Feels Bad Man, still not getting it. Maybe I need to reload Brave before it works or something? Yeah, I'll be right back. Well, I don't have to be right back. I can reload Brave without. I just want to quit. Is that it? Is that all my... Oh, nope, there's another Brave window. I guess I could have right-clicked it on the Start menu. I think that's probably the thing to do. And
Ah, I did it! Yay! See? Boop, boop, boop. Right there. Hey, Shredmaster.
oh, but this doesn't have it, does it? Maybe I need to reload that. I'm not seeing Feels Good Man on the actual stream though. Yeah, I think that I'll have to refresh that particular properties, refresh cache of current page. The things we do for frogs. The things we do for frogs. Come on, frogs. Be present, frogs. Somebody do a feels good man. Or a feels bad man. Or is hype part of BTTV? BTTTV. Is that it? Or BTTV? I think it's just BTTV, isn't it? Or are there 3 T's? I'll have to do it.
Ah.
It just says feels bad man. I just realized that I've been streaming
Well, that's good. That's good that you see it in the room. I think the issue is that my overlay is not able to do it. My overlay was being very weird, because it wasn't just refusing to do that. There was something else. And the exposure on the camera is like weird. There. Weird exposure. Yeah, I've been online for a minute. Settings, filtering, Discord. Replay. Nope. Can't see anywhere else to maybe we should play some Bullet. Just for shits and grins.
Ready. Check. Time is running out. Check. Check.
Ah!
Check. 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 You
Ah,
lose.
Damn it! Yeah, my bullet rating is definitely not due to me playing 1 minute games. It's due to me playing ultra bullet or no, I always get it mixed up between ultra and hyper, but
Ready. Check. 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 Time is running out.
Check.
Victory.
Good game.
Ready.
Yeah, it's 15-second and 30-second.
Check. Check. Check.
Check.
Victory.
Good game.
Ready.
Hello.
Check. Victory.
Good game.
Ready. Check. Time is running out. Check. 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 You
Ah!
lose.
Damn it. I did not play well. Damn. Did not play well at all. You're playing those longer games, you know. Have to get into the right mode for playing Bullet. It makes me want to play more 1 minute. Is there any 1 minute? Create a game.
Ready. Check.
Good
Victory.
game. That's a good win.
Ready. Check. 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 check,
Oh, dog! 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 Fuck! Dog!
check,
Please! Damn it.
check, 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 check. Victory.
Woo! Even when a dog was attacking me. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Ah, you used my emotes. Ah, that's so nice. I'm
Ready.
touched. You touched me.
Check,
Ah, come on.
check,
I want to be able to just move.
check, check, check,
Damn.
time is running out. Check, check, check.
No!
You lose.
Good game. I think that this might be some kind of, what? Account is banned.
my top cheerers, the two are a band. Jeez, I wonder who that was. That might have been a mistake. I don't know. Wow. Oh, I see. I see what's going on. Yeah, I wonder who that is banned. Floppy Meat Curtain was their name. And they called me a cum dumpster. Yeah, but there's one person. I'm not concerned about that one. There's a person who tipped 3,063 cheers or whatever. No, they didn't. I don't know who it is. I just noticed it when I went to my my Twitch dashboard. Let me see here. Chat settings. Oh. On. Yeah, you would think that there would be a way of doing that, but because the user is banned, it just says account banned. I tell you what. Maybe it was that crazy Brittany Zamora person who claimed to be a woman. I'm not sure I believe that. I mean, I don't know why I believe anything they say. And was very defensive when I called Brittany Zamora a pedophile, which she is. And people who are defensive about calling pedophiles or other pedophiles. So, they went crazy when I confronted them in the chat because they revealed that there was this person that kept showing up month after month making like obscene names that had to do with the pedophile Brittany Zamora, who's a famous pedophile who's a school teacher, and they kept coming in, and then finally I like confronted them because I thought that they were just like your run-of-the-mill troll, but then they kind of showed their hand a little bit, and they revealed that they had some chess knowledge because they made a name that was Mayhem in the Zamora, and that definitely shows that you have some chess knowledge, enough to know about Mark Esserman's stream. And when I mentioned online that maybe I would talk to Mark Esserman about this pedophile that's stalking my chess stream and seems to be making up pedophilactic titles based on the title of his book, when I talked about this in the stream, this person exploded and was like, maybe you're the sick one. You're the sick one. You're tainting all the children with your chess streaming, and I'm just Zamora was she wasn't even guilty. It was just those money grubbing parents, and like goes into this like long diatribe about how I'm a monster apparently for being concerned about pedophile trolls, and how Brittany Zamora is a saint, and how I'm like a scourge on chess, and how they are a chess parent. They claimed, and that they hate me and I'm a monster, basically. I could see them giving 3,000 bits. I could see that having happened, and I could see, as like you said, the straight up one of the things though about like especially this was this person was aggressive. They seem to hate me, like to a scary degree. And no one has to watch my stream. But yeah, I think that's crazy. That I might have banned them by mistake, or I might have gotten upset and mistook like a conversation we had as being negative, or that can happen. But I don't know. I'm gonna play a tournament in Concord, California, on Saturday. So I will be there, and I will try to stream with my camera, my fancy camera, which I have not been able to stream with. Because as fancy as it's been, it's also been pretty buggy. As I got it as soon as it was released. I have a GoPro Hero 8. So I should be able to stream from inside the tournament hall. But yeah, I think I'm gonna log off. I think that the slow mode or something is probably on right now. Let me see the channel. Slow mode on. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow when I stream. Show moderation actions. Manage moderation settings. Good night. My website is honeynymph.net, and my Twitter is _honeynymph. So, good night, everyone. I'm gonna log off. I have kind of a bad taste in my mouth about that whole thing, if you can't tell. So, yeah.